Hello there! Welcome back once again. Here's another recording for the internet. So I got going with the Strategy Bites Back book by Henry Mintzberg, Bruce Ahlstrand, and Joseph Lampel. And I've now read through the introduction section of the book, and here are a few observations and ideas that I got by writing it. First, I appreciated the space between the lines, and that the book is more light than a more factually heavy. That's something the authors really went for, to create a more fun book experience, not so heavily theoretical. And there were lots of nice promises about having more like soft themes, including like poetry and pictures layered on the book. So that's something I'm really looking forward to seeing. And then in the introduction section, they also sort of give a quick overview of how the different chapter structures are. And they give a short overview in each of the strategic schools of thought focuses how people can approach it. And when I read through those, I sort of didn't identify my own business in any of those particular schools. Like there were elements of like things I use in my business here and there, but it wasn't like there was one box where I fell into fully. So considering that this is a book from 2005, so it is entirely possible that stuff has come up and the ways we work with strategy and businesses have developed since then. But I observed that they had referred back to Gary Hamel. He's like a very famous person who works with strategy. And since our business is more focused on strategy creation, and the referral to Hamel there pointed out that there's not like one unified theory of strategy creation yet. And I got the sense that that's perhaps more of the direction our business, Stradigo, falls into. Now, naturally, since this is a 2005 version, a more unified theory could have come about since that time. I mean, it's 15 years ago, but I at least haven't encountered anything similar. So that will be interesting to see later when I look at books in the future, if there is some sort of theory that has come about. But for the time being, it was interesting to see things that I could identify with, and then things which sort of didn't feel relevant at all. And then also towards the end, there was a short overview on cultural aspects and how that may influence strategy overall. And as we know, there's many stereotypes about culture and strategy. And so that aspect was also there, and it will be interesting to see how that comes forth in the book in the different chapters. That was the overview, more or less. I think the introduction chapter gives a good overview and it gives a good promise, and I'm looking forward to getting more insights once I manage to dig into the actual chapters and these 7 ways that strategy can be approached from a business angle. So that's the introduction, more or less, of this book, and there's more to follow in the upcoming recordings when we dive into the chapters. Thanks for listening in. Stay tuned for more. I'll be back soon enough. Until then, take care and speak to you soon once again.